morning guys, welcome back to Tomorrowaday Farms. Today we're going to work on the tomatoes and we're also going to get the seed saving done. So we're going to get started because we got a lot to do, and Michael's going to pause you and bring you over here and we're going to get the tomato cut up and we'll get the seeds saved.
Cool.
So okay guys, so I have the tomato here. I just cut it in half like I was about to slice it up, okay, and can it. So all I do is go around it and I scrape the seeds into the strainer like so. And with a Roma or an Amish paste, a lot of times the seeds will be underneath, so you kind of got to dig around, see, right? And then you just basically scrape them out. I'll do one more and then we will, and I check it. And sometimes, like this one, there's only a couple. These are immatures. They may actually go. I always add them because you just never know. Because an Amish, like a Roma tomato seed, is very small. And that's it. Okay, so I put that aside. And then I take this apart here. And there's nothing there. I always put a bowl underneath. Then you just put water and you just start pushing it through the sieve like so. Take out those meaty parts. And then I just wash them really good. Make sure there's no more tomato on them. And we got corn drying right now. Quite a few tomatoes. You want your water like lukewarm to start, and then I go to kind of cooler. Any big pieces I take out. And then you're left with that. Clean the bottom of your sieve with your hand. Once they start kind of moving around on you, you're good. So now, we're going to go over to here, and I just plop them over, and I will move them around, and then I'll mark these Amish paste, and then that's it. And then I just put them on our fireplace, or you can put them in a nice dry place. And then you're good to go. And then when they dry, they just literally pick up. Actually, Michael, can I get you to back up just a little bit? That's not it. Here, and oh, I need that anyway. I'll take that out. Sorry about all that noise. So this is our yellow watermelon seeds that I saved from the Amish that we just dried, and I just put this in there for like a moisture thing, and I marked it with the yellow mustard seed, and then I'll mark this Amish paste, and then when they dry I just put them in a bag, put them in my seed drawer, and then we will plant them in the spring together. So that's how I seed save. And if you guys have any extra tips or whatever, I'm always learning, so definitely send them forward, and I'll try it, because, you know, it's just a learning curve, right? So anyways, guys, so that's how I seed save. That's it. It's the same for all the tomatoes. So I'm gonna get this marked and on the fireplace, and then I'm gonna get you set up for canning, and we're gonna get those tomatoes canned. Alright guys, so what I did this morning was I ran all my jars through the canner, and I put them in my oven to keep them warm. So I'm just gonna pull a couple out because my oven is still on. And what I really like to use for my tomatoes is these jars. These are a reusable jar. Many friends of ours have saved them for me over the years. So they're a little stained from being canned with and whatever, but that's all good. So what I'm gonna do, now I just want to mention there will be a little bit of water left in these tomatoes. I would have had to cook them almost completely down before there would be zero water, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a little bit in. I'm going to add the herbs with you, and then I'm going to add the lemon juice. So I'm going to add 1 clove of garlic, 1 bay leaf. This is parsley I dehydrated with you guys, and I'll leave a link to that. That's also collaboration with Page Family Homestead as well. Might as well leave that lid off. That would make sense. And then I have some beautiful chives from our garden. I'm just going to snap them and put them in. I washed these in my salad spinner. A couple sticks of that one is lemon thyme. That's from our garden as well. And I'm going to add 2 tablespoon and a half. Sorry, I gotta remember what size jar these are. These are about a 473. They're not a true 500, but I will be canning for 500 time. Okay. And these turn out so pretty. Now, if you want to add salt, you go right ahead. I'm not, but you definitely can. Crushed chili flakes is also a really nice as well. This just gives you a little bit of diversity in your canning. I personally like to go to my canning, get 2 or 3 jars, and then do whatever I want with it. That's just my personal preference. So I'm just going to do this next one with you here. So a little bit of tomato, okay, a bay leaf, some fresh basil, and I'll link the basil dehydrating, and I believe I had the bay leaf as well done. Some chives, some garlic, and I'm going to get some sprigs of thyme here. I don't worry about the stem because I can pull that out when I'm cooking whatever. Our storm was pretty bad last night. That's why this video is going to be out a little bit later than normal. I didn't dare even attempt to start a canner. And I'm going to fill it to a 1/4 inch headspace. Okay, and now I'm going to take my debubbler and I'm going to debubble that. Now if you want to add 2 or 3 bay leaves or whatever you may want to do. Rosemary is kind of one of those things you kind of want to stay away from. It does get pretty potent and it can turn your food, but that is your choice, because if you love rosemary, you might want rosemary infused tomatoes. Okay, And I go through these so fast because I really enjoy having them. And I think I forgot the parsley in that one. Add that. Debubble again. Make a mess like normal. Now you want to wipe your rims really well. Okay. And I have my hot water bath canner on as well. Wipe that rim really, really well. Just want to push that chive down a little bit. Perfect. Wipe it. The jars have been on 200 for at least 2 hours while I was doing other things. And we're just going to cap it. Fingertip tight only. Like that. And I'm going to get these in the canner, guys. Keep going, and then I'll bring you back for the second one. Alright guys, so here's the ones we had in water. Look at the water. That is what the salt does. And this will cut our cooking time. My hands are clean, by the way. In over half. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause you guys and take you guys over to the sink. And then I'll show you just how to wash them. Alright guys, so all I'm going to do is take one out at a time. And I'm going to rinse it really super well. You want to rinse them, guys, because there is salt on them. But this is how my mom always did tomatoes. When she had a tomato, especially like this, that has so much water. And then I'm going to put it back in that roaster that we just canned those herb tomatoes in. And then I'm just going to can these plain. And then what I'm going to do with the leftover is I'm going to cook it down and make a vodka sauce out of it. And if you guys want to see that, you let me know. But that's all I do. And just kind of make sure each individual tomato gets a little bit of love. But that's easily 8 cups of water, if not more, pulled out of those tomatoes. And then I will actually let them sit here and drain for, I don't know, about a half an hour before I put them in the roaster. I do have a little bit of juice left over from the herb tomatoes, so that's going to be my starting point for this one. Super simple, but makes a really sweet, the flavor of the tomato is completely different. You're shaking the camera. Michael's helping me here today a little bit. Alright guys, and we have another turkey piping, which is super exciting in my world. So, I am going to let these sit here and drain. I have a few more to do. And then when the herb tomatoes come out of the canner, I will bring you guys back and I'll show you those gorgeous herb tomatoes. Alright guys, sorry about the camera change. So here are the herb tomatoes. And oops, sorry guys, new camera, sorry. Alright, so in the Bernard & Canning book, there is an herb seasoned tomato. I've always processed for the 40 minutes. So that's what I did with these. This was a 40-minute process. These are absolutely fantastic. I am so excited to have these back on my shelf. I always run out of them. I never do enough of them. But there is a couple different kinds, but this is by far our favorite. All right, guys, don't forget that this is a collaboration with Morris Patch Homestead, and I will link the playlist below, so go check some of those ladies out. And I have the whole tomatoes on. I'll can those up either tonight or tomorrow. And my turkey is hatching, and that's so exciting. And yeah, I think that's my big blurb. And if you guys could give this video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell, so you know when we upload. We are going to have a few homesteading videos coming up next week, which I think is really exciting. And so all the information is in the description box. Big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, and we're good to go. I'm going to make a coffee, go sit in that outdoor kitchen and watch it rain. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will talk to you guys super soon. Bye.